There we go. Okay, sound should now be working, hopefully. Okay, sorry, so you didn't hear anything I just said then. Basically, I just said welcome, and I'm just getting everything set up. Should all be working now by the looks of it. If you chat, I can see you chatting. We're at Montreal, Canada. Yeah, I've got sound. Cool. Right, I'm going to go do some practice. Feel free to send me messages and I will be able to read them. Just get a qualifying setup on. No idea who's going to enter this race. Let's have a look. Got some new magnetic paddle shifters, which feel quite cool. Oh, I've just lost all force feedback. That's not ideal. Let's unplug the force feedback, plug it back in. Need the steering wheel to work. Let's see if we get our force feedback back. Might need to exit iRacing and rejoin. Let's find out. No, that feels good. Yeah, that would be bad if that happened during the race. So, got the new steering wheel on the way soon, new wheelbase. It's coming from SimuCube. The car livery I'm running has SimuCube logos on the side pods now because of that. Let's get our eye in here at Canada, ready for a good qualifying. If you've got any questions, I just want to say hi, feel free to talk in the chat. And I will try and get used to Montreal again. Oh. Right, what's the lap time we're looking for? 37.3. Afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Here we go. Too deep through that. Oh, microphone's coming across. Oh, well, that is not how you do that, but let's try and avoid the wall. Microphone keeps falling onto me. Let's see if we can tighten up the microphone. Can't see it, but let's try and feel it. Okay, microphone tightened. Let's try again. So there's been an update to iRacing this afternoon, so not sure how that's going to affect this series. I didn't see anything for this series. So target times are 37.3. That's what we're aiming for. Oh, too deep into the hairpin. Somehow managed to get a good exit. Matthew Curtis, how are you, man? All is well, Matthew. Hopefully you can hear me. Just let me know if it's all good. Let me know if the pedal cam and the steering wheel cam are lined up. I can't see whilst I'm in VR. All I can see is your chat. I can't see the other screens. Hi, Blue Army. Welcome, guys. Can you hear me all right? I'll read your chat in just a sec. Oh, that was too much curb. Let's hope we don't do that in the race. This is just practice. Rubik's. Do I wear 2 different types of socks? Yeah, this is all I had. This is all that was in the drawer. Florian. So I'm just waiting for... What's the time? We've got 10 minutes till the qualifying session, so we've got enough time for another practice. In fact, I think I need to register for the actual race. This isn't even the proper session, so let's leave this practice and register for the proper race. So let's just join the correct session. Matthew, everything's... Okay, cool. Thanks, Matthew. Yeah, so we have a new steering wheel on the way soon. SimuCube are sending me a nice direct drive wheel, hopefully soon. 22 people registered so far for this race. Yeah, hopefully you like the stream, the layout, the pedal cam, and the... I knew people would comment on the sock colour. There's nothing I can do now. It's too late. And steering wheel cam, is it lined up properly? Yeah, I think it looks reasonable. Right, just going to sign into the race session. Here we go. So we'll have few minutes of practice, and then we'll be into the race. Let's just tighten up the. Just going to try and tighten up this microphone because it keeps falling onto me. Hopefully the sound level is okay. Just checking the sound on my phone. Yep, looks like you can hear. Thanks for subscribing. We're up to over 2,500 subscribers now, which is good. So hopefully that'll keep going. Wouldn't it be great to earn enough money from YouTube views and subscriptions to pay for some sim kit? How many people are watching? I doubt there's very many because it's five people because it is a Thursday afternoon. Right, let's go out and do some practice laps before qualifying. 2 laps once we're into qualifying. What's the fastest time so far? Nobody set a time in this session. Okay, let's go. So I can still read your comments whilst I'm driving. So if you didn't catch it a little earlier, upgrade to the sim this week is magnetic shifters on my Thrustmaster TSPC. You can probably hear the very positive click. Feels great. Don't know whether you can see it on the steering wheel cam. Really lovely click each time now. Like a proper race car paddle. Ooh, it's slippery here today. So this session is not a grippy one. I'll turn on crew chief in a minute. So it's nice that we can stream this and still get 144 frames per second. Right, here we go. First practice lap. The curbs and the barriers here are brutal. You can't get it wrong. Really important to be super slow through turn 2 there. Then it means you can get early on the power. Get a nice blast down here. Reasonable lap so far. Always have to go slower through there than you think. Not a good exit there. Yeah, you really want to go in a little bit slower than I went in there. Terrible entry to the final corner. Just couldn't get the downshifts. Let's try again. What's the lap times? I'm the first person to set a lap. So it's like 2 or 3 tenths off what we should be doing. Let's fix that. Oh, too deep again. Just turned in too late. You can see a hemorrhage time on the exit. Ugh. That corner catched a lot of people out. So we should really be doing like low 36s if the temperatures are right. 36.2 would be alright. When the temperatures are really good, it's mid 35s around here. It's more like it. But we did lose 0.2 in the middle. Just on our final few laps of practice now. Still deep into there, even though I slowed right down. That was actually rubbish again. Ugh. Nightmare. Need to brake harder for that second chicane. There is a lot of free lap time at that second chicane. Bit scrappy through that. A little bit more like it. Still not amazing. The tyres go off after a few laps, so it's hard to do the same as you did on lap 1. Oh, way too much curb. Way too much curb. Shows you how much you can lose like that. I don't think there's another lap in the tyres. Oh, crazy understeer on the way through there. Whew. Okay, so where is everyone? Bizarre, there's lots of people registered and not many people having set a lap time yet. What's the time? And the session is starting now, so... Just waiting for the session to pop up. Look at that. that sexy livery. Here we go, race session starting. Let's do it. Whew. Let's share this stream. How do I share this? I don't even know how. Here we go. Let's have a look. Who's registered for this session then? Okay. So I'm the highest rated. So we need to just score good points basically. Let's just send this to a couple of people. I'll post on Facebook. Just chatting to a couple of people on Messenger. Okay. So we've got 2 laps qualifying coming up in just under a minute. And remember, if you're watching, I can see your chat. So if you want to say hello, I can read what you're saying if you want to type. What's the track temperature? 42. It's reasonably hot. So it's not going to be super fast lap times. Little bit slippery. Afternoon, everyone. There's a checkered flag. So let's just turn on crew chief. That guy's stuck. Just turn on crew chief so we can hear if there are any cars next to us.
Radio check.
Qualify. Here we go.
Lane speed there it is, 64 kilometres per hour. The exit looks clear. Alright, Brad, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
So because it's quite warm, we won't do a really hard push out lap. We'll just do a medium out lap. So we get temperature without overheating the tyres on the fast lap. And then we'll do a banker lap where hopefully nothing goes wrong, and then we'll do a push lap for the second fly. So this race, if I win, I would move up to 56th in the UK, so that would be the next step. Second place probably won't be enough, so it's really a win. Win is what we're looking for here. Thanks, Ben White. It's great, I can see your messages pop straight up. Thanks for watching. So we're just qualifying, if you're just joining us. 2 laps of qualifying coming up. Got the qualifying set up on, and going to do 2 flying laps. We're at Montreal in Canada, obviously on iRacing. And I'm going to shut up whilst I do the laps. Here we go. Here we go. Pretty slippery so far. Not a very fast lap at the moment. But this is our banker. We'll push harder on the second lap. Ideally looking for a low 36, mid to low 36. Very cautious through there. Right, we can throw caution to the wind on this lap though. Here we go. Let's see where we pop up. Hopefully top 3 with the banker lap.
That's Paul. You've just done a 136.67.
Not the best first corner, but here we go. Oh, pushed too hard through. Oh, we got contact. So this lap won't count, unfortunately. Let's carry on and see what we could have done anyway. It's the first time I've touched the wall in qualifying on this track. So we lost 0.2 in Sector 1 because of that little wall tap. But we've gained a 10th in Sector 2 and Sector 3 so far. The lap won't count because of the wall contact, I don't think. Even it was 0x, so I don't know, maybe they still count. We'll keep pushing till we cross the line. Let's see whether it counts. Ooh, I think it counted. So a little touch of the wall, as long as it doesn't register hard, you're allowed. Or are you? No, it hasn't. It's popped up on my optimal lap down here. Hasn't popped up in the official result. So actually, no, it didn't count. But we're still pole by over a second at the moment. Let's just choose the race setup. Right, so we're just waiting another minute and a half or so until it's time for the race. 8 people watching now. Hey everyone. Just remember I can see your comments, so if you post whilst I'm driving it will pop up. You won't see it on the screen, but I will definitely see it whilst I'm driving. Hope you're enjoying the steering wheel cam and the pedal cam today. Oscar from P2. Hi Oscar from P2. Thanks for watching. It's nearly time for the race. Are we still on pole? Let's have a little look. Has anyone improved? Still on pole. We've got a reasonably healthy... Oh, hi Oscar. Oscar, what, you're in second and you're also in the chat. Brilliant. Now I see what you mean by Oscar from P2. Oscar, go easy on me, dude. Don't crash into the back of me, please. It's really, really easy to lock up and hit people from behind. I'll be very sad if that happens. Oscar, how did you find this stream, out of interest, if you can hear me? How did you know that I was streaming this? Did it pop up on your YouTube feed? Interesting to know how people made it here. So I've learned something. I've learned that if you get a 0x contact on a qualifying lap, it does show up as a valid lap, but not as a valid qualifying lap. So normally, if it's if you get any incident points on a lap, it doesn't count as best lap.
End of the session, pole position, nice one.
Okay, good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone, and just be careful on the cold tyres. It's so easy to crash into the back of people here under braking. Try and get through lap 1 nice and clean, and then you'll have a fun race. No from Interlagos. Oh, okay, Oscar. Right, that makes sense. So did you subscribe then? That would make sense. Well, thank you for watching and driving, and please don't feature too heavily in terms of an incident. I want to be friends at the end. I don't think I've ever had someone in the race I'm actually in message on YouTube whilst I'm racing. How bizarre. So, Oscar, I take it you're in this black and green car. Cool. Okay. Right, and anyone on the stream? Enjoy. I can't adjust the camera angles now, so hopefully they're right. Let's just turn off those things.
You're in pole. The air temp is 24 Celsius. Okay, Brad, let's get this right. No fuck-ups. Go, go, go.
Looks like a crash at turn 1 already.
Looks like the leader has gone off in Senna.
My headset's stuck on something. So just going to try and build a little gap. Not ruin the tyres at the start, because you're going to need tyres at the end of the race. It's a long race. So what's happened to Oscar? He's gone. He's dropped miles down, so must have had an issue at turn 1. I wasn't really looking in the mirrors too much, just trying not to lose control myself. Maybe he'll let us know in the chat what happened to him.
Pickup behind us now, 4.7 seconds.
So we need a big gap, because you never know what happens. I can make a mistake, I can hit the wall, need a repair, we can get taken out by a back marker, all sorts can happen. So I need to pull a big gap.
Well, can you tell me if I take damage or not?
Guys, for anyone who's interested, I'm streaming this race on my YouTube channel. So after the race, feel free to head to my channel. Just search for my name. You'll find it. Another thing that can happen, guys, is I can mess up a braking area and cut a chicane and then get a penalty for that. So it's very, very easy to lose a lot of time at this track.
Say again, please.
Wasn't talking to you, engineer.
You've just done a 137.39.
Oh, Oscar's gone. Maybe Oscar will tell us what happened in the chat. "17 laps to go. Big fight for P2 by the looks of the lap times.
The lap time was 137.21. The gap behind is now 8.6.
These magnetic shifters feel awesome.
Didn't understand that.
Oh, too deep. What's the track temperature?
The track temperature is now 14 Celsius.
I think that's a bit lower than qualifying, to be honest.
Jesus, Welsh. Which way are you going?
We're setting the pace. That lap was at 137.29.
Being quite cautious on the throttle on the exits, just because you don't want to.
You're now in the lead.
You don't want to wear away your rear tyres too early. We've still got a lot of laps to go. We're only a quarter of the way through the race. And you don't want, even if you've got a big lead, you don't want to have a snap bit of oversteer later in the race.
lap was at 1:37.15.
It's a hot day. I've got a fan on me and I am still baking hot. I hope it's obvious from the footage how treacherous the walls are here. You know, how easy it would be to spin up the wheels over a curb on the exit and go straight into a wall. You know, the raised curbs are pretty high. So if you clip them wrong, you're pretty screwed. Yeah, Sean, it is Montreal, yes. How you doing, Sean Coker?
Behind us now, 11 seconds.
Thank you for watching, Sean. How did you find the stream, Sean? Anyone watching, obviously if you haven't subscribed, I'd love it if you would click that subscribe button. Plenty of interesting videos coming up soon. We'll have a first real life race at Silverstone on the 22nd of August.
Quickest right now, that was 1:37.18.
We'll have a review of the SimuCube 2 wheel,
Okay, Brad, that's good consistency.
or wheelbase. We'll have a review of the Rosso Sim Racing Ferrari steering wheel when they arrive. I thought about doing a review of these magnetic shifters, but there's not much to say really, other than they're really good.
Sorry, mate, I didn't catch that.
Very, very simple to attach. And it really makes the upshifting and the downshifting feel way more crisp. Sean, I'm good. Oh, thanks, man. Thank you for subscribing. I will comment on your question in just a moment. So Sean asked, wow, look how much time I've lost on this lap. Sean asked, how do I find VR? So I'm using that same headset as you've ordered. It's the same one. And I have to say, it is the best thing ever. I can't imagine going back to non-VR. I can't imagine not being able to just look to the side and see if there's someone there. When you're racing people, it's awesome. When you're approaching a corner, you know, you can see where I'm looking, basically. You can't see my eye movement, but you can see roughly where I'm looking. And when I look into a corner, as with the next one coming up here, it's just so much better. So yeah, there's no comparison. With a good VR headset, it's just the best thing ever. And I don't think I'll ever go back unless this breaks. Certainly when you're racing people, it's great. And as you can see, I can still read the comments. Let's try and make up for that rubbish lap. I obviously wasn't paying attention. I think driving with a VR headset on much more accurately mirrors real life racing. Just the freedom of vision that you have. And it's just like wearing a helmet, you know? It's like wearing a race helmet. Oscar, did you get taken out? That's sick. So chuffed to hear that. Can't wait to try it. Yeah, man, it's the best thing ever. And this particular headset as well. I don't know how good these are with the Assetto Corsa. I've not really tried. No, Matthew, I don't get any motion sickness at all. Feels great, if I'm honest. Full send. I'm trying, Steen. I'm trying to close in on your iRating.
I didn't catch that. That lap time was 1:37.39. Your times are good in all three sectors.
Yeah, Steen from Full Send Racing. If I win this one, if it finishes like this, then I'll get up to 56th in the UK. Long way to go, yeah. Lots of barriers to get through. Cloud cover. I'll read the next message in a second. 21st out of 1620. That's pretty blooming good, man. Well done. You're obviously quick on Assetto Corsa then.
Pardon?
Sorry about that, Oscar. Well, you did a good qualifying anyway, man.
Repeat, please.
So the reason my engineer keeps asking me to repeat and saying he can't understand is because my visor tear-off button is also the speak to engineer button, so I need to fix that. So you hear a little beep every time I tear off a visor.
We'll monitor this guy as our teammate.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Okay, 8 seconds away from some traffic.
Quickest at the moment. The lap time was at 1:37.53.
Not a very
Teammates
quick.
now in position 12.
What do you mean my teammate? Who's my teammate? So for everyone watching, sorry this isn't a particularly exciting race so far, but for me it's exciting.
Teammates is posted at 1:39.45.
What does he mean, my teammate? I don't have a teammate. Yeah, so guys, I was just saying it's exciting for me because I want to move up in iRating. So I want to get points from every race and keep moving up the table. My aim in the next week, if nothing particularly bad goes wrong, is to maybe move into the top 50 in the UK. That's the plan. So that's what I'm going to try. Silverstone up next. It's one of my favourite tracks in these cars.
Your teammate is now in position 10.
Bizarre, he's talking about a teammate. So I'm being particularly careful with all the curbs. I mean, the lap times aren't fast, but I have no reason to risk anything at the moment. So we could go a lot quicker, but there's just no point at the moment.
Okay, Brad, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. That lap was at 1:37.46.
Let's have a look at these messages. Steen, I'm going to read that in just a moment.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 17 seconds.
Steen says, iRacing is more exciting when Bradley races people with more iRating. Yeah, I agree. I agree. But Steen, I can't force people to enter the races, so. And Sean, you watched the... Oh, cool, you watched the 308 GTI video. Awesome, thank you. I hope you liked it. We'll have some good Lotus racing videos later in the year once I do some of that. In real life, obviously. Steen, the Formula Renault races are awesome when there's good people in them.
Teammate is now in position 11. I didn't catch that.
So, for example, Steen, the last couple of days I've been racing Greg Davin, who's got more iRating than me. And I beat him by 0.3 of a second in one of those races and only 1 second in the other. So they were exciting. For me, anyway.
Good consistency. Keep it coming.
Steen, I'll move into other series once I have a direct drive wheel and I'm a bit more confident I can actually control the cars. You saw what happened when I entered that TCR race.
Your teammate is now in position 12.
I don't have a teammate, mate. So we're over half distance now, thank goodness. Do I have a Discord server? No, I don't. I do sometimes use Discord on other people's servers.
Teammate is now in
But no, I don't have Discord. Not my own server anyway. I've got an account. Oh, is it, Steen? Is it? That's quite interesting. But still, I don't want to risk my iRating, Steen. Why don't you come do some Formula Renault and bump up these sessions?
No, I didn't catch that.
Bit deep into there. That was not a very good exit.
The gap behind's increased to 18 seconds. Teammates now in position 10.
Steam, why? What don't you like about these? Seven laps to go.
Your teammate is now in position 12. Speak more clearly, I can't hear you. Currently setting the pace. That was 137.33.
So Steen, you very obviously don't lack talent, because every time we've raced in other cars together, you've always been a lot quicker than me. On that note, very, very happy there's a new LMP2 on the way. I'm hoping it'll be nicer to drive than the old one. But yeah, Steen, you're quicker than me and everything, so there's no reason you wouldn't be in this as well. So you could come and get loads of iRating here.
Teammate is now in position 10.
A little bit wary of this guy. He's quite quick, but
Repeat, please.
hope he doesn't run into the back of me. He's obviously already had one accident. Thank you. Very nice of Mr. De Soto. 6 laps to go.
The quickest at the moment.
Should we go for fastest lap of the race?
Your teammate is now in position 9.
Don't have a teammate. Not going to get fastest lap like that. I already have fast lap. Okay. Well, I was trying to get a faster one.
Your teammate is now in position 8.
Nibble Earth. Hi, Nibble Earth. Let's have a read. You were in my race a couple of days ago. Oh, yeah, Brad. I remember there being another Bradley. I'll read the rest of your message after I do this corner. Oh, well, Nibble Earth, I hope this onboard helps you out anyway.
That lap was at 1:37.14. Your teammate is now in position 9.
Okay, so that was the quickest lap of the race, that one. Well, Bradley, thanks for watching. I hope the fact you can see my steering wheel and my feet will help. See exactly what inputs I'm making.
Teammates now in position 9.
I don't have a teammate.
Oh no, I just can't hear you.
Nibble Earth, Bradley, thank you very much for subscribing.
Can't hear you, mate.
Good looking feet. Yeah, do you like my mismatched socks?
Okay, Brad. That sounds pretty consistent. Your teammate is now in position 9.
Yeah, Matthew, I agree. I'll just use odd socks every time. I'll use some Christmas socks next time. That Sector 1 was rubbish. Oh, missed that apex. Bradley, I'll read your message in just a sec.
Breaking up.
Uh,
Teammate is now in position 9.
yeah, I do. Nibble Earth. Bradley, I do find the VR much quicker. For me. I tried to drive using the screen the other day and I just couldn't do it. I can't feel what the car's doing. Steen. Well, I'm part of the odd sock brigade, Steen, so... Not all the time, but sometimes. Right, so we got 4 laps to go across the line this time, is that right? Or three laps? 3 laps. Gotta be so careful of those big white curbs. Lost a lot of time on that lap. Yeah, Steen, it is. Steen, I think I'm just following in your footsteps.
Teammates now
Pun
in position
intended.
9. You've just done a 1:37.26.
See if we can go quicker again. No, we've run out of tyres. I can't get on the power on the exits. So let's cool the tyres down on this lap. We'll go for one more push lap. Steen, yeah, I know you run on a single screen, but you're an idiot for doing that. But if that's what you're used to. I mean, I used to run on single screen. I didn't think anything of it. It was like 60 frames per second. You know,
Teammate is now
nothing
in
like
position
what I've got
7.
here. But I was definitely slower when I did that. Wow, this lap has been awful. Just out of the first corner, I tried to get on the power and immediately lost the rear, so... It's quite a hot race this as well, so the tyres will have gone off a bit. I'll try one more time. 2 more laps to go.
Understood. This guy's our teammate with Marjorie. Our teammate is now in position 9.
That's like my slowest lap of the race. Yeah, Steen, I agree. I agree. It's what you get used to.
Come on, Brad. 2 laps left. You're P1. Teammate is now in position 9.
Good lap so far, this one. Some pro guys in VR. I'll try triple. Yeah. So I agree, Steen. It's whatever you're used to. And for me, obviously, being used to real life more than sim driving, the closer I can get to replicating real life, I think the easier I find it. And for me, wearing the VR headset, like I said before, is just like wearing a race helmet. And the fact I can look around, it's not perfect, but it's blooming good. This could be the quickest lap of the race if I don't muck up the chicane.
Now in position 9.
One more lap. Finally in the 36ers.
Thank you.
One more lap. You're P1. That's the fastest lap of the race. Your teammate is now in position 9.
Thank you.
Oscar, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Can't aim, mate.
Lots of practice. And I don't get off to a particularly good start versus the other really good guys. So just bear that in mind. There's something that all the fastest guys have worked out, which I don't want to let everyone know because that'll take away an advantage I have. But obviously it's completely legal, and it's just a technique for pulling away. But yeah, there is a way in these cars to get a particularly good start. And if you study my onboard, you'll see it. You'll see what I'm doing. So we'll just cruise over the finish line. And that was a pretty straightforward race, thank goodness. Yeah, Steen, you're right. Oscar can go back and have a watch. You can see exactly what my inputs are. And you can work it out.
Nice one, Brad. Great win. You deserve that today.
Oscar, just have a look back. In fact, I'll look at it myself. We can look at the replay together. Let's have a look at the start and see what happened to everyone. So, let's have a look. Need to move this window so I can click on the laps. Let's look at the first lap. And let's see what happened. We'll go back and have a little look. Just going to change the angle. What happened behind? Oh, that green car came right down the inside. What a nightmare. Right, let's have a look at Oscar's view. What did Oscar see? So, Oscar, you made it across at the start. You made it across that inside. It's quite a good idea, that. Okay, yeah, that wasn't a whole lot you could have done about that. So why did you quit? Because you're still in second at this point. I know you've got a broken front wing. What happened now? Oh, maybe there was more broken than I thought. Oh, you carried on with the broken wing. Oh, okay. Ah, you could have just Oscar, you should have just come into the pitch. You've got fast repair on these. You could have had that fixed on the first lap and had a completely repaired car. And you still probably could have got a podium there. So let's have a look at what everyone else saw at the start. What did this chap see? So Bradley says, I seem to be taking very similar lines to you. I'd say smoothness and consistency stand out. Well, that's good. That's what I'd like to see. Wow, this guy's got a very green suit, hasn't he? That was a good start. This guy got a mega start. And then he causes havoc. So his good start, at this point he should have backed out, really. Because this gap's always going to close. So let's watch what happens in full speed. He's got plenty of room over here he could have moved over into. So you know this car's coming across. You can see this gap's closing. You want to be fully on the brakes getting out of this now. Causes absolute mayhem. But I think he gets away pretty unscathed. I think his car's alright. Oh, you got a black flag, Oscar. What for? What did you get a black flag for? That's interesting. Let's have one more look at the start. And you can just see from my onboard, if you just want to see what I was doing at the start. This poor guy. And that's why it's important to get a good start. Guys, thank you very much for... oh, because you should have slowed down then. Surely you should have just slowed down and got the, taken the time penalty. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to end the stream there. I'm going to go and have some dinner. It was good fun. Let's check my iRating, but I think I'm up to 56th.